Hello, welcome to the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. You've seen the title of this, you know what it is. It's Aaron's Top 10 for 2023 so far. I'm Jay, joined by Aaron in his lovely Dunfermline kit. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. Anyone asking, you can get it at dfcshop.co.uk. It's a bargain, I tell you.
Yeah, you look like a little
Sexy,
packet of
ain't
sweeties.
it?
Anyway,
I'm
you know
pretty
why?
sure I wore. I'm pretty sure I wore this in my last video. I'm not gonna lie. Did I
Probably have,
buy it?
mate.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It,
Go watch
like,
the last video and find out.
I'll be honest, the shirt you're wearing in like your videos is like white noise compared to whatever everything else that's going on around it. Um, So yeah. So for anyone who hasn't seen the other ones we put out, because this will probably be the third one I put out, I think. The rules are simple. Your top 10 for the year of 2023 so far, from January the 1st to June the 30th. You can have 5 honourable mentions as well. They don't have to be like matches necessarily that you want to like you think just shy of your top 10. It could just be matches you think people need to see. Um,
Oh,
big
mate, don't you worry. I've got
yeah,
that covered.
big tasty called me a shit house for taking that approach.
Boo!
Boo, big tasty. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this. I'll let you finish your Logan
It's all
Paul
right.
drink there.
It's all right.
You've not
Um,
got any of him on your list, have you?
we'll get to that.
Okay. What are your honourable mentions then, dear? Let's
Right.
get away with.
Honorable mentions. Let's go to GCW versus DDT first on WrestleMania weekend. No, it's not even that. It's not. I'm speaking absolute shite. I've written this wrong. It's from GCW Lifestyle, not WrestleMania
Ooh,
weekend. Vikingo versus Gringo Loco versus Commander in the triple threat.
yeah.
Uh,
I think I watched this with you.
yep. Uh,
It was very
it's
fun.
it's not the greatest by any means. That's why it's not in the top 10. Um, but if you want to see a botchy as fuck match that still looks fantastic in its own little way, its own weird little way, there you go. There's
Yeah.
your match. And flippy shit and all that goodness.
And all that lovely flippy nonsense.
Yeah. We will go to WWE first, right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
For
second, because
yeah, but we're still in honorables.
yeah, it's fine. It's
The
fine.
first one, the solid match I liked was the triple threat Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus. I have
Yeah.
other Mania matches in my top 10. Don't you worry. This freeway, I've just put in honorable mentions. Other folk that are doing their top 10s with Jay are going to talk about it. So
Don't
I
worry
don't
about
need
it.
to, apart from
Um,
Scotland.
how did Scotland get on? Did they win in the World Cup?
Don't worry about it.
I think Ireland and Austria might have knocked them out, mate.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scotland.
Scotland! Um, and we're still staying with WrestleMania in a match
Oh,
that I think is one of the best celebrity matches ever. It's Snoop Dogg defeating The Miz.
are you
Yeah.
fucking messing?
And all that nonsense that happened around it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, so you've just fucked me for editing there already because I've been getting the match cards and this was just announced there and then. So I'm gonna have to get a nice little picture of Shane McMahon holding his torn quad. I hope you're happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Shane McMahon's involved. For
I
some reason you haven't seen it,
to,
go watch it.
to be fair, I fucking loved watching this live. It like the I don't want to say the show was getting a bit dull, but I was getting a little bit tired. I was getting a little bit cranky, and then
It was just
Snoop,
boring, straightforward matches before that point on that night. Really.
and then yeah, and then Shane came out, and we all like popped, and we're like, oh, why would we just pop for
Yeah,
Shane?
we actually,
And
all
then
of us collectively together in the video call popped
it was
like a
just me, you, and Troy,
motherfucker.
wasn't it? If I
Yeah.
remember rightly. And then Shane's like quad popped, and we all popped even more.
Yeah. Wait. Why are we cheering for Shane McMahon? What's going on here?
I mean, Ryan acted like he'd seen the second coming of Christ. He
That's
was in the
true.
crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right. Well, quickly for my last two, go to AEW.
Ooh.
More Vikingo talk. Trust me, there's going to be even more.
I'm not surprised.
Vikingo versus Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
It's not the best Vikingo match. It's still good. It's more of a if you want the easiest access to a Vikingo match and you still want a good match against a star name,
I
that's the match to go watch.
I think the rematch they're having next week's going to be better
Yeah, and Triple A. Yeah.
because they're going to have like a bit more time to actually like have the
Yeah.
match they have.
And they're gonna get the match that they wanted to do.
But
Hopefully.
Kingo's
So.
going to politic his way into kicking out with the one winged angel.
Oh, or
He
put
will.
his foot in it up. It'll be like them
He'll,
between.
he'll, he'll do what Laredo Kid did and kick out at like 3.1.
It'll be the Chris Jericho and just put his foot on the rope. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Totally fine.
doesn't count.
And finally, for my honourable mentions, we
Oh God, I'm so scared.
we have got Aubrey Edwards, Mark Briscoe, and Papa
Fucking knew it.
Briscoe
I fucking
defeating
knew it.
Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, and Karen Jarrett. Now you're wondering, Aaron, why have you put this in your honourable mentions? Well, I couldn't get Jeff Jarrett in my top 10, so you're getting him in honourable mentions. And if you wanted to see Jeff Jarrett carry four whole people in a match,
I mean,
well,
Jay Lethal did a bit of heavy lifting. Give him some fucking credit there.
that's why I said four.
Whoa, what about Mark Briscoe?
Nah, stinking. He's the worst brother.
You can't say that. Everyone loves Mark Briscoe. The only brother now.
Oh!
Can't say that. He's fighting for his brother. Come on, mate. You're better than this.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Oh God, you're not. Well, yeah, you are. I like Mark Briscoe.
Yeah. If you want to see Jeff Jarrett carry four people in a match, there you go.
Hey, he sold the shit out of that lariat from Papa Briscoe.
For the amount of people that don't normally wrestle that are in that match, that is actually quite a good match.
For the level of absolute silly bollocks, it was fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Big Tasty shook his head at me when I said I enjoyed this.
Well, Big Tasty's gonna get a shock when it's an honourable mention.
Nah, if it was anybody else, he wouldn't be surprised. If it's you or Ryan, he'll be like, "Yeah, it's part of the course, I suppose."
That fucking guitar, that guitar riff alone deserves to be an honourable mentions.
Oh, mate, mate,
get ready for All In, Jay. When we just
you haven't seen Rampage yet, have you?
Nope, not
we
yet.
Get it. We get the full song.
Me, you, and Courtney just collectively go.
I think you should go dressed as Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, listen up, slap nuts.
Get bleach your hair.
Yeah.
Get the jacket. Get the little boots he has. Little red boots.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, can I get a little person to follow me about so I can just smack over the head with at one point?
That's all Courtney.
Right. There you go, darling. There's your honorable mentions.
Thanks, mate. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this then. What's number 10?
Actual wrestling.
The serious list of what's number 10.
You want serious? Okay, we'll go. DDT Goes Hollywood.
Yeah!
The 3-7 Kamina, Mao, and Shunma Katsumata defeated Chris Brooks and Yoshihiko because I refuse to put Chris Brooks any higher.
That's fair.
Right.
Fair. This was a match that me and you watched together as well.
Yes.
I thought when you said when you said DDT and GCW, I thought you meant the other match with Chris Brooks in the one against Second Gear Crew, which was fucking mental. But where Ryan nearly got hit by one called Mandus.
Yeah. We got to witness Ryan almost get murdered live on television. It was great.
But this was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Lego was involved. Lego was involved. Those plastic boxes, they were.
That was the other match.
Was that another match? Oh,
that was literally the sixth man that I said I thought you were going to put in.
Oh well, Yoshihiko got thrown a bit because it's a doll. Chris Brooks with his funny shoulder thing ran a bit,
which you really hate for some reason.
I hate people that wear. Who's the other one? Tracy Williams. He
Alec Price wears it.
Yeah, they're
I know you don't like Alec Price.
They're stinking.
It's to protect the shoulder, mate.
It looks fucking stupid. Get something better. Do what everyone else does. Just put tape on it. It's fine.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
Put tape on it. Yeah, there's a lot of just Yoshihiko and Chris Brooks, and I don't really have much to say about this now that you've called me out on it. I can't remember much. I was very drunk.
You thought it was a different match, didn't you?
I don't know.
It did have my, well, I don't know if it was yours. It was definitely my introduction to Mao, who became one of my favorite wrestlers from that weekend.
Yes, for that weekend, yes.
Mao was awesome. We all love Mao. And also Yoshihiko lost the belt and then won it back.
He lost the belt and Chris Brooks won it, and then Yoshihiko got it off Chris Brooks. There's 3 different changes during that.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the match.
It was the first introduction to people who didn't know who Yoshihiko was, with all the Yoshihiko fuckery.
Yeah. We're making it sound like it's an actual person here. So that's how great Yoshihiko is.
How dare you? Dolls are people too, depending who you ask.
Do you think they have more than one Yoshihiko, or is it just like one that gets stuck in a suitcase and
yes,
is shipped?
Is the answer to that, mate? Yes.
They've had the same doll for about 10 years now. See, these are the questions you've got to ask, Jay.
If we ever do an interview with Yoshihiko, I'll let you be part of it, so you can ask you can ask the cutting questions that people want to know.
Is it going to be one of those interviews like Nathan Fraser was on NXT?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, I do before we do move on, I do want to just give a shout out to the fact that Yoshihiko comes out to Ministry of Darkness's music.
Yeah.
And somehow they haven't been copyright struck at all.
No. As long as it's gated on your own network, you're fine. It's when it starts to go out on games, and if it's on a TV deal, essentially,
or a YouTube channel,
or on YouTube, or as we are well aware,
one day,
as we are well aware, YouTuber cunts.
Aaron's views do not represent where we are putting this out. YouTube are very nice people.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Number 9.
Right, number 9. We're at WrestleMania, right?
Okay.
Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Oh, but the story, they didn't finish the story.
That's why it's only at number 9.
That's fair, mate.
Because the match itself was fucking... Am I going to go on this fucking rant again? Basically, the match itself was fantastic. It's one... that's why it's in my top 10. It's one of the best matches of this year.
It was a very good match.
It was very good. I'd say it was Roman Reigns' best match since he's fucking won those titles.
I'd definitely say it's in the top 5 for sure.
Yeah. It's just they've had so many chances for Roman Reigns to lose this title. He's just holding it for He's holding it for literally a number of a record of holding a title that isn't even real competition.
How dare you? How dare
This
you?
is still real to me, damn it.
Still real to me, damn it. Yeah, I thought
Wait, when did I go on this rant? And you can go
it
listen.
was the WrestleMania review.
We have a WrestleMania review on YouTube, on our YouTube. Go fucking find it and listen to my, I think it was a 5-10 minute rant about this match.
And then we've had you on another episode of the weekly podcast, I think, and you did this, and we had you on something else, and you did this. Basically, whenever I say finish the story to you, it's like a trigger
It's
word.
like a trigger, yeah.
And you just go off on a rant. Yeah, I thought this was really good until all of the interference happened. When everyone started,
it got silly.
which was basically the finish.
It was the finish.
It was the last like 5 minutes of the match, wasn't it?
The finish ruined this match, and it's sad because Cody Rhodes should have won. Yes, Cody Rhodes needed to win. You could have probably got a better match if you had a different ending. I'm sure there's a different ending they could have done.
Yeah. Even because Cody's like a fucking big old like mark for his dad, could have gone like to an hour draw.
Yeah.
Roman ain't working an hour. Roman's head would fall off if he got to like 45 minutes.
He worked about 35 minutes. I'm sure another 25 didn't fucking matter to him. All he do is fucking
mate, Roman only works like an hour for the whole year.
Headlock and ahs and all that nonsense.
Have Cody in the dog collar for like 20 minutes.
It wouldn't even surprise me. Cody Rhodes be stuck in a dog collar that much that his tattoos start to rub off.
Roman's got a smudge on his arm. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Not really much more we can say about this without you going the same colour as those headphones. So let's move on. What's number 8?
I have an NXT match in my top 10.
I knew it.
Just one.
To be fair, I reckon Troy's got one on his, and also I was meaning to check one out because I got it on good authority that it was a very good match, and I should probably check it out for my list, and I didn't get around to it.
Yeah, all right.
Like a few others. Go on. What is it?
WrestleMania weekend. Stand deliver.
Yes.
The unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Grayson Waller.
This was good. I watched this with you.
Yeah, I thought it was fan-fucking-tastic. Definitely match of the show. I can't even remember what the main event was. What was the main event? Braun Breaker.
It was Braun Breaker versus Mello.
Was it Mello? Is that when he won the title?
It was when Mello won the title.
Ah, well, there you go.
The podcast had been dead for about a month.
No, that was because Breaker. That's because Waller didn't win the title. That's why it died.
That's the Grayson Waller effect, mate.
Again, it's having the story as your champion, holding it for so long. There's so many people you can have it lose to, but no. Anyway. Gargano Waller. Whips, chains, they excite me.
Candice did that grotty looking kendo stick shot on Grayson.
Yep.
I was upset.
Multiple kendo stick shots.
Yeah, she fucking wailed on him. Didn't she give the baby to Indy and then just start murdering Waller?
Yeah. Waller's back was fucked by the end of it. He had all the silly stunners where he does his jump through. Gargano
didn't even have a shoey.
Yeah, there wasn't even much storyline apart from you attacked me when I left to go to main roster. That was literally the storyline. And
Grayson was feuding with Shawn Michaels, wasn't he? And
yeah, but was it though?
Shawn Michaels wasn't going to come out of retirement for Grayson Waller. He's already done that once for Meg Lennon, loads of money.
They wouldn't give someone 1.2 million for an NXT match. That's for sure.
No.
But you go watch it. It's my eyes the best NXT match this year. Go watch it. It's fun.
Okay. Anything else to add?
No.
No. Number 7 then. Let's go.
Number 7. This could be one of the quickest ones that you've ever done. Let's see.
Good.
No messing a bit. GCW, we're back. It's Bloodsport, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. Kota Ibushi's first ever match back versus Mike Bailey. And Bloodsport rules too, may I add.
This was fucking awesome.
Oh.
I
the whole show itself, if you like punches and kicks and MMA stuff, go watch the whole show. It's fun.
Yeah.
You've got Timothy Thatcher. That's with an F, apparently.
That was better than it had any right to be as well.
Yeah. Timothy Thatcher,
really
Josh Barnett, Tom Lawler there this year? Sure he was.
Tom Lawler. Yeah, but I can't remember who. Oh,
yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Johnny Bloodsport. That was Reese Isaacs.
Johnny Bloodsport. John Morrison was there.
Mox and Alex Coughlin.
Yeah, there you go. Mox and Alex Coughlin.
Mox beat Alex Coughlin so bad he saw all the ghosts.
Started going bang bang with his finger now.
Hey, he's been cutting some banging promos recently as Mr. Coughlin.
I've seen. Yeah, Ibushi and Bailey. Both of them are good at kicking, ain't they? Fuck me.
Yeah.
They just kick each other's head off like repeatedly.
They literally, that's the match.
Eventually, the knee to the head stops the match.
Kota murdered
Trigger
Speedball with a Kamagoye.
Yeah.
After a lot of kicks. Yeah, there wasn't much moves in this match, was there? But it was fucking cool because
it was literally just
shit out of one another,
stiff as fuck kicks and slaps and punches.
Yeah,
it's all I look forward to.
It was mad that this was technically Kota Ibushi's first match back.
It was Kota's first match back.
Yeah, well, people argue that like the Janela one because it was an actual wrestling match. But,
Shut up! That was.
You know what I mean?
I was too drunk to remember that, and it was probably shit anyway.
That was good. It was really good.
Is
it like Kota Ibushi murdering Joey Janela with his knees?
Yeah.
Nearly saw his blood and guts, mate.
I got far too drunk for spring break, so I have no spring break matches.
I'm pretty sure. Were you awake still for that match?
I was still awake for spring break. I was just absolutely fucking rat-arsed.
I watched it with you, but we were both very.
I was gone.
Was that after night 1 of Mania, or was that no? It was Well Done, Lucha. It was after something, and we've been drinking all day. I know that much.
Yeah, I was rat-arsed.
That was after Bloodsport, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. It sounds right.
So it was when we spoke to Kota Ibushi on a Zoom call, which
I woke Courtney up at 2 a.m. Yeah.
And you spilt your drink, your blue drink on your
I spilt all the blue drink, so much that the keyboard broke. Yeah,
so much that you broke the keyboard. Yeah.
Was it that weekend I fell down the stairs? No, that was afterwards. Yeah. See, we have a great time on these video calls.
if anything was an advert for not drinking blue drink, it's like the last 2 minutes of this conversation.
So much so that there's no blue drink allowed in the house anymore. Like, no, it is banned from this house. Like,
Courtney's banned you from drinking blue drink.
No, Courtney didn't ban anything. It was me that fully decided. I banned it.
What are you drinking now? What's your poison?
Well, no, I've had no spirits in the house since. It's just been beers. So
yeah.
I think that might be the issue is the vodka. So
probably, mate.
As probably as the vodka.
Yeah. Well,
vodka's bad for you.
at least we know as like a little advertising segue there where you can get some good beer, mate. Top Rope Brewing.
Top Rope Brewing.
Big Tasty Brewery. Yeah. Unofficial sponsors of the podcast. Anyway, we've been sidetracked far too much here to try and flesh out this video. What's number 6?
Number 6, we're going to the best WrestleMania match of WrestleMania, funnily enough. I don't know where I was going with that. I just thought it came.
You've already brought up The Miz versus Snoop Dogg.
Seth Rollins and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
the prime WrestleMania match. Am I right, Jay?
This was very fun.
This was so much better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, my favorite bit was when Seth curb stomped Logan.
My favorite bit is when KSI got put through an announce table.
I'll remember that when the fucking Prime bottle came out, and you all poo-pooed me when I went. That's 1,000% KSI dressed as the Prime bottle.
You know what, Jay? You should have put a fucking bet on it then, eh?
I couldn't because no one was letting us put bets on with you.
You could have, because I would have fucking done it with you and you would have got your money. So,
oh, God damn it.
I want to pay up on a silly bet. I'm happy to do it, but no, you missed it.
That is true. I can confirm you've done it before.
Yeah, yeah.
Gave Ryan how much was it? 10 yen?
10 yen, which is what? 0.18p or something.
Oh, yeah, you went, I'll give you 30 yen because it was the only way you could find it. And you kept going, oh, yeah, I'll take that bet.
Yeah.
And he tried to argue with you that you should have given it in pounds sterling when you said yen.
I said I said my finest monies, Jay, was the specific.
Always pay attention to the currency, otherwise you might get flipped over.
There you go. There's even more lessons learned in this, but
it's much like if you buy a Pokemon card, make sure it's real and not fake. If you don't wear it around your neck at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that is true.
Logan Paul.
Make sure that there's not a sticker attached to the front of it at any time. Yeah.
Go on, mate. Then let's talk about the match.
Right. Seth Rollins is very good, ain't he? Some would say he's the best at the Free of the Shield.
Yeah, some people might say that.
So
I'm not one of them. I am a very big fan of Seth Rollins, though.
Personally, I would say yes, but yeah. Logan Paul, even though he gets absolutely shit on, I shit on him too. I'm not sticking up for him in any way whatsoever. Remember the forest incident. Remember
the man abandoned the pig.
Remember he abandoned the pig. Remember Crypto Zoo. Oh wait, that's still a thing. Yeah, he's somehow a very good. He's very athletic. Anyway, he's somehow a good wrestler.
I mean, you say somehow a good wrestler. His boxing matches have basically been fucking work shoots since like how long?
Oh well, what was the last one he had? Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition.
I mean, all his boxing matches are works, mate. The guy knows how kayfabe works.
The only other two he's had before that is KSI. I think.
Work.
Yeah.
All his boxing matches are works.
People are paying
the Paul brothers to get the fucking tag titles.
Oh, I don't want to see Jake Paul.
It's definitely gonna fucking happen.
Oh no!
You basically just gotta like condition him to not do a swear on television.
Like he did on the pre-show panel.
Don't worry about it.
Jake Paul was on the pre-show panel at Mania and he done a swear live on TV.
That was last year's Mania.
Was it last year's?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, he's still done it.
It was SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Yeah. It was before Logan Paul and The Miz.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, that was a while ago. Fuck me. Yeah. Seth and Logan, go watch it for actual good wrestling.
My favorite bit was when Seth curbs on Logan. My second favorite bit was when Logan did the frog splash on KSI through the table.
Yep. And you've got that amazing video of Logan just jumping off doing it through his phone.
Yeah,
it's a good video. Well done.
I also liked, which they didn't pick up on camera stupidly, during Money in the Bank when KSI threw the bottle of Prime at Logan Paul.
Yeah, when you're watching Money in the Bank and you just see a Prime bottle coming from afar, like, oh, someone's threw a Prime bottle. It was KSI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WWE did the short, and then you see it's not just some disgruntled Prime like drinker.
Yeah. It was actually KSI. WrestleMania was actually quite good this year. It still had its.
I think it could have. I think it could have been one night this year. Let's put it that way.
I could have been, yes.
There was a couple of things that felt like filler.
Women's matches.
Not all of them.
One was all right. Yeah.
Charlotte Rhea was good. Bianca
Yeah.
and Asuka was good, but the wrong person won. And then
don't remember that 6-woman tag match, Jay, because that was fan fucking.
Well, of course you don't, because it was a fucking fatal 4-way, mate.
Oh, exactly. That's how fucking good it was.
It was fucking garbage. That was bad though. So bad that Ryan called us saying he hated it.
I was literally watching Trish's chest, making sure they didn't fall out or explode.
Oh, that 6-woman tag?
Yeah?
I thought you meant the Fatal 4-Way women's tag, the women's tag team showcase.
Oh, no!
That was absolute garbage.
See, 2 women's tags that were unnecessarily fucking rotten.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway, what's number 5?
Number 5, we're going to AEW's. The way I've done this list. Yeah. AEW's second best match of the first year. It's the 4 pillars, Fatal 4-Way at Double or Nothing. MJF, Darby, Jungle Boy, and Sammy Guevara. But
I enjoyed this a lot.
It was the best match on the card by far.
Yeah.
Because Double or Nothing, it struggled a bit.
Double or Nothing was probably the weakest AEW pay-per-view in quite some time.
I think it's one of the worst ones they've done. It's not bad, it's just a bit dull.
Yeah.
It's just not a lot happening.
Like when I remember us talking about this when we were watching it, the Battle Royal was boss. The tag team title match, the last 5 minutes with Jarrett doing all his fuckery was fantastic.
Yeah.
But everything building up to that, with like FTR trying to have a serious Jeff Jarrett match in 2023. No, thank
you. Never.
There's only 2 kinds of Jeff Jarrett I want to fuck with in 2023. Jeff Jarrett, where he's like just doing absolute shitbag behavior, or alcoholic Jeff Jarrett, where he's throwing burritos at Mexicans. No other Jeff Jarretts, please. Not serious professional wrestler Jeff Jarrett. This was a very strange card, but this match more than I think saved the show basically.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be good, but you didn't think it was going to be that good. Is I think the best way to put it.
Yeah, it's the best example where AEW kind of like had a bit of a lackluster build for something, and then the match has just gone like, well, let the actual match do the talking.
For once, there wasn't enough build. There was too much build. They dragged the story out for so long. I got to the point where week after week, you had Darby going, I'm going to tell you. But I'm also going to tell you. It was that for weeks on end.
It was literally just like weeks of the same fucking promo.
It literally was. It was awful.
Yeah, I think one thing AEW do really well is like build a match within 2 weeks. But at the same time, like when they do try and build something over a long period of time, they can be very hit and miss.
Yeah.
And this was an example of it. But the match itself was phenomenal. The fact that you can have like 4 guys just doing insane spots in perfect kind of unison of one another. in one part of a match is insane. When you have it like throughout the match, where
Yeah.
everything was just hitting perfectly, everything was working perfectly, and it was insane. But then it also had like little bits of story stuff woven into it. Yeah, this was great.
Yeah.
What was
That
your
is
favorite bit?
my favorite bit was Jaylee. I'm loving Sammy Guevara more and more as the months go
Yeah,
by. He's
cool dad Sammy Guevara is the best.
yeah, not
Not doing
um
sex with the belts on him.
not doing the sex with the belts. No, thank you. Or leaving a woman for a wrestler that you're on
Don't worry
road
about it.
with.
Don't worry about it. And you don't know if that happened.
Oh no, not at
Pam
all.
isn't real.
Didn't put it on live TV or anything. No, not at all. No.
No.
Uh, it was just very good, fast wrestling. The Fatal 4-Way itself, it wasn't a usual Fatal 4-Way where there's always just two men in the ring, one in, one out. It was constant, either three or four of them. It was good. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
It was only really one in, one out, like near the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was just so everyone can get their bits in, essentially, at the
That
end.
was all the storyline stuff,
Yeah.
which was good. I enjoyed this. Okay, what's number 4 then?
Number 4. Right, this is an obscure one. So, live wrestling. Don't go to it often. Scotland shit for it. It's fine. It's the only time you won't chant Scotland, Scotland, Scotland. Well,
Really?
maybe at the football because we are pretty garbage. Uh, anyway,
You said it.
uh, it's okay. I've said it. It's
It's
fine.
okay if you say
As
it.
long as you don't say it, it's fine. Anyway,
Anyway,
is it not like is that not nepotism essentially? If you start shouting Scotland shit, is that the right word?
no, nepotism is when someone gets a position because of who they know.
Yeah, yeah. If your dad's like the boss or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, put in the comments what the right word is, and we'll probably not answer
Patriotism,
you.
nationalism.
Nationalism. You're a nationalist. Yeah, yeah.
What Aaron's saying is if you like Scotland, you're a cunt. Uh,
Fair.
yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
Independent wrestling in Scotland is not fantastic. It has its good moments though. Your big ones, obviously, ICW in Glasgow. We're not going there. We are going to Fife. We're staying in the land of Fife.
that's where
Hear
you live, is
ye,
it not? For the
hear
people who
ye.
don't know.
So basically, Fife is Edinburgh, but on the other side of the Forefront Bridge is where Fife is.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know.
You're literally describing Scotland like it's fucking Middle Earth here, mate.
You'd be surprised how many people don't know where anywhere but Edinburgh or
I know.
Glasgow is.
I'm just saying. You're just describing
Fucking
Scotland like it's a Middle Earth.
Edinburgh, the most fucking non-Scottish fucking
Mate,
town and city, and
is it like with Americans thinking that London's like the
see,
center of
see,
England?
see when you go to Edinburgh, right? You can play a game walking through the street, going, "Do you talk English or do you not talk English?" Like,
Because of tourism.
yeah, because there's lots and lots.
Yeah.
Most folk there are tourists over actual Scottish people. It's the least Scottish place in Scotland.
Yeah.
Not because of people there, but the actual place itself. It's just.
do, do you want to get to your match anyway?
Anyway, right.
I feel like
Fife.
you're getting yourself tangled up in a bit of shit that you don't need to hear.
FPWA, Fife Pro Wrestling Asylum versus IGPW, which is Iron Girders Pro Wrestling. One is a training school in Fife, one is a training school in Glasgow. For one night in Fife, they had a show where they fought against each other. The following night, they did one in Glasgow. But the main event of the Fife one was the two the two head coaches, essentially, the two owners of the two gyms, which was Andy Roberts versus BT Gunn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was the issue is if you're if you're at an indie show, if you're not invested in anyone there, you're just sort of there, just staring awkwardly, going, "No, no way." But because you know these two names, you go, "Oh, oh, oh." If you don't know who Andy Roberts is, I know he's not as well known.
He was Andy Wild in ICW
ICW, yeah.
and NXT UK.
Yep, yeah.
Good to hear.
He's now Andy Roberts because he's turned heel-ish.
Mm-hmm.
A more serious side, anyway. He is also Courtney's trainer for wrestling.
Yeah.
Now, but this match, it was the only match I've seen live this year that I was actually fully invested in, and there's lots of near falls, lots of oh fuck. This European heavyweight title that the match was for, and he's held for 1,600 days, I think it is now.
Is that as much as the tribal chief, or not quite?
That's more than a tribal chief. Yeah, he's just went over 1,000. Yeah, it's more than Roman.
Sure about that.
So we're like, oh fuck, what's actually gonna happen here? Because both names are quite big. Do you really want your head coach losing to the other head coach, even though you've got the night in Glasgow tomorrow? But yeah, the match itself is fantastic. It stood out from the rest of the matches on both shows, to be honest. Everyone in the nightclub were invested. It was in a nightclub. Ooh. Yeah, see. Yeah, I just thought it was the only match on, as I say, that I've seen live so far this year, and that I was invested in, so that was fun.
Nice.
There's number 4. You can get it on the internet somewhere.
You can.
I don't know where. You can. They recorded it. It is.
All right. Try and as a little side thing, try and get me the link for that so I can put the link to it on this video.
Okay, there you go. We'll put the link in the.
I'll stick it up.
Put it in the description. There you go.
Aaron, points up above you now.
It's up here.
It's just above Aaron right now.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I think.
See.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, if there's nothing there, we couldn't find it.
Yeah. I'll ask Courtney. She'll know.
There you go. That was number 4. A Scottish match of 2 big Scottish names. There you go.
Okay.
Right. Now, from a straightforward wrestling match to number 3, the only Ring of Honor match I've got on this. Vikingo versus Commander at the Card of Honor.
Yeah.
This was
banging.
So basically, at the time this was happening live, we were all in a video chat watching NXT. It was on the main event, and it was just.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you were saying it was fantastic on the call, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I had it. I had NXT on my iPad, and I had the on the telly.
So I was like, oh, I'll just need to watch it at some point later. So me and Courtney watched it, and it was fucking fantastic, wasn't it?
It's a bit good, wasn't
it? It's the best Vikingo match I've got. There's fucking lots of them out there this year, that's for sure.
They've run this match back so much since this match happened.
Not just Ring of Honor, but every other company.
GCW have done it like 4 fucking times, I'm sure of it. In some form. AEW.
Or they add Gringo Loco in there, or Laredo Kid, just to
AEW did it with Dralistico, which was awesome. But yeah, this first one was fucking insane. Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot.
Yeah, it was lots of flips, lots of dives, lots of running the ropes. Vikingo and Commander stuff throughout the match, like it's what they do. They're very good at. No botches in the match, I don't remember. It was just perfect.
There was the table didn't break, did it?
Yeah, that's because Vikingo's like
Neither
of them wave fuck all.
Yeah, Vikingo just bounced off Commander. It looked horrible.
But it's the perfect Vikingo and Commander match.
Yeah.
Like, out of all of them out there, this is the one to watch. And it's just by luck that it's on the biggest possible stage. So
Yeah.
on pay-per-view. So there you go.
Did you see that Vikingo match that he did in like the torrential rain?
No, he just done
He,
one in rain.
he did the show. They did a show. It was like an outdoor show, and there was like a thunderstorm, so the whole thing was flooded.
Who did?
It was Triple A, I think.
Oh, of course it fucking was. Oh, their
And
coat could be getting fucking wet and going all gunky.
that literally like the fans were like sat like miles away from where it was happening because
So
it
it's
was
like a proper
undercover.
arena, and it's like,
It
is it
was
like a
like
proper
it looked
arena?
like a
Like,
baseball field. Like it was like dug in, and then there
yeah.
was like bleachers like raised up above it. But there was like about 6 inches of water. And Vikingo took like a fucking power bomb into it. It just went. It was
Oh
so
wow.
bad.
We're gonna have to find out for a watch along now.
It's like that GCW show in Mexico they did in like a junkyard. We need to watch that at some point.
Yeah.
Cole Radrick nearly got tetanus.
Looks like he's got fucking tennis.
Whoa!
Hey, I'm
Whoa!
allowed to say that. That man made me fucking wake up at 3 a.m. to go. Sorry, 2 a.m. to then go 10 minutes before I'm meant to join in a fucking call with him and play games with him. Actually, I couldn't do it. Right? So I get to have a go. Right?
Yeah, friend of the podcast, Cole Radrick.
Was.
What? I think you should settle this at GCW weekend with some Mario Kart.
A fucking pump him at Mario Kart.
Oh, he's good at it.
Aye, so the fuck am I? All right.
Depends how drunk you are.
I will stay sober that whole weekend. But you'll probably cancel 10 minutes before, so what's the fucking point?
He won't. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
are you gonna pay him or something like?
no, don't worry about it. Let's let's get to the second one anyway, because you get a bit aggy. You get a bit aggy. Let's get to the second one.
Right, number 2. DDT goes Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's all the shit we love, eh? We've got the Pheromones versus Takagi Army.
Fucking hell, this high. I expected this from Ryan.
Whoa, what? This match is fucking tastic. I'm gonna say this. If you've not seen this match, get Fight Plus. Go get DDT Goes Hollywood as part of your subscription.
Have a load of alcohol beforehand.
You can if you. It's probably better with alcohol. I strongly suggest it.
We were hammered when we watched this match.
We were fucking wasted.
We were so drunk.
I did watch the match sober, like hanging at Mars the day after as well. So
what was that like?
Courtney's dad was in the room at the same time talking to Courtney, so that was a bit awkward conversation. To be like, what the fuck is going on here? It's a bit awkward, but even Courtney's like, what the fuck have you put on?
Oh my god. Why are you the way you are?
Is that Michael Nakazawa that's on TV, Aaron? Aye. Why is he passed out? Like with a man's crotch on his face? I don't worry about it. Basically, moral of the story, if you want the most batfish? No, not batfish. That's the most batshit crazy, no contest result.
I mean, the one with Bugsy in was a bit more crazy, I thought.
This was the no contest one. So there was no
both
finish. Really?
Yeah, the Bussy one was no contest because there was too much ass eating. Where they did like the human centipede spot across the ring.
Oh yeah. That one wasn't as good. I don't like action it. That's fine.
Anyway.
Burning bridges.
Stop burning bridges. Friend of the podcast, Ali Catch.
I love Ali Catch. Fantastic. See, Pheromones, Tagagi Army, batshit result, most batshit, count out, no contest.
Contest.
Lots of people getting naked, sweaty arse cracks and faces. I need to say much more. There's a lot of naked people. Apart from Michael Nakazawa, funnily enough, who was in like just
He
his
had his
usual
chinos on.
his chinos and
Um,
AEW shirt and his
didn't
headset on.
wasn't Ryan like really stoned when he watched this because he got like,
Yeah, he got really strong weed in America, so he
and
told us
then
he was fucked. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
then
he had
he
to go home after this.
he had to send himself home after this, didn't he? Because he got too excited.
He got too excited, but he was also just absolutely fucked with the weed that he smoked. So
Yeah,
that,
I'll
that's
ask.
that's how fantastic this
I'm
match is.
I'm sure I'll ask him all about this when I do his list because I'm pretty sure it'll be quite high up.
If this isn't on his list, we're kicking him out. All right.
Yeah, I think so. I'll make sure I record it with him before we release this. So it's like Russian roulette for him.
He'll never know. It's fine.
He'll never know until he does. Until I just remove him from the Facebook.
From our group chat, he's just gone.
Troy's just like, why is Ryan gone? Don't worry about it. He knows what he did.
Aaron said something, so it's happening.
Aaron said something on the podcast. We've got an NXT podcast situation all over again. Anyway, let's get to number one.
Right. I argued with myself on this number one for so long. I still debate it now, but I think I've made up my mind because it's what I said when I first watched the match. So you'll have noticed there's no Kenny and Osprey in the top 10.
Yeah, I thought you would have had both in your list.
Well, that was the argument. Is like I don't want to put them as like two spots like in the list. So I decided one of them was in my mentions. I was gonna
Which you didn't actually put in your mentions.
I didn't because it would be a spoiler for yeah.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
big brain. Yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned to find out all that schnaz. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But basically, my number one is going to be the Wrestle Kingdom, Osprey and Omega.
Yeah.
Because
Aaron is a real one.
In my opinion, it was a better one out of the two.
Yes, agreed.
They are very similar, except like they're both very fantastic matches. But you had Osprey as the heel in the AEW one. Kenny was the heel in the New, or he wasn't heel. He was doing heel antics in the New Japan one, and it was far better.
Well, I think the thing with the Kenny one that made it so much, the New Japan one, which made it better, was Kenny was literally like just walked back into his old house and just like
he was a cleaner.
I still fucking live here.
He was literally the old cleaner that we loved. Yeah. And it was fucking fantastic.
It was very good.
Yeah.
And also the fact that it was so one-sided was like genuinely shocking.
Yeah, Osprey very rarely actually got offense in.
It was like 20-80, I thought. So when Osprey did get offense, he couldn't get like a foothold. He just struggled the whole match.
Yeah.
Kenny kept crying him. Beautiful.
And the match got like 40 minutes, did it not, as well, the first one? It was mental.
The second one definitely did.
I'm sure the first one got about the same, to be honest.
I think the first got about the same. Yeah. I don't know if it was 40, it might have been a little bit less, but it was a long match. Do both long matches either way.
Yeah. It's just in my opinion, the Wrestle Kingdom one is far better. Osprey seems to be he's a smaller guy than Kenny as well. Not by much, but he is smaller. So it makes more sense.
I think as well that the other thing with that match, like the reason why the Forbidden Door match was so good, was because it played off things that happened in this match.
And the
So
first one, yeah.
You literally can't have that match without this match.
Yeah. Yes, the Forbidden Door match is the more mainstream. A lot more folk probably did watch it. You're absolutely right. If you haven't seen the first one at Wrestle Kingdom, go watch it.
Yeah.
The roles are reversed. Kenny's the bad cunt. Go watch it. It's it's hard to differentiate. That's why I didn't want to put both of them in, because you're sort of talking about the same match essentially. Just
Howard.
yeah. Well, AEW, nope, no. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Wrestle Kingdom, Kenny Omega and Ospreay for the US title is match of the year for me so far.
Yeah, I said it when it happened. I think I said this to you. That's gonna take some beating.
Yeah.
And so far, for me as well, I don't spoil alert for my video. I don't think anything has got quite there yet. Things have come very fucking close.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 or 3 matches that I can think of that come real fucking close, but nothing has surpassed it. And maybe the All-In match will. Who's to say?
Oh.
Who's to say?
Oh.
I just know in London in August there's going to be 2 shows I'm going to be at where Aaron's going to be crying into my shoulder because he's getting murdered.
Oh, that first one. Oh.
The first one, you're going to get to see Shingo and Ospreay crime one another. And then
front row, Jay.
Front row.
Front row.
Yeah. At least you can't see how badly bruised Ospreay's face is after Shingo eats his fucking soul. That's a point. But yeah, so that's your list. Before we wrap it up, I surprised motherfucker Big Tasty with this. I'm going to do the same to you. Little quick fire round. So just first thing that comes to your head. So far, Wrestler of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year. Probably. It would be Kenny, I think.
Kenny. Okay, in that case, Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Oh, fuck. Now you're putting me on a fucking... Oh, shit. Rhea, I think.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Faction or Tag Team of the Year?
Faction or Tag Team. Blackpool Combat Club.
Favorite promo or best talker of the year?
MJF by far.
Oh, I wouldn't say by far, but okay. Favorite pay-per-view of the year?
Favorite pay-per-view of the year?
Yeah.
Probably Wrestle. No. Yeah, probably Wrestle Kingdom, to be honest.
Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
And feud of the year so far, as if I need to ask.
Feud of the year? I mean, there's only one, ain't there?
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Ospreay and Omega, definitely.
Yeah, cool. Well, that has been our little rundown of your top 10. I say little, it's been fucking almost an hour.
This will be the longest one.
I don't know. It depends how long Troy wants to talk about his number 1 pick. You know what he's like.
Well, there you go.
This has been our rundown of Aaron's top 10 matches of 2023 so far. Aaron, before we go, where can people find us?
You can get us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram on Untitled Wrestling Podcast, all one word. And no, it's not all one word, not all of them. And Twitch, Twitter, and Discord at Untitled Dress Pod, all one word.
All one word. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. And we will catch you on the next one. Bye.
I'm going to beat him at fucking Mario Kart.